I would like to call to order the Finance and Personnel Committee meeting for the City of Monona on Monday, February 2nd, 2015. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Alder Wood.
Here.
Alder Bussey. Here. Mayor Miller.
Here. Is there a motion for approval of the minutes of the January 20th meeting?
So moved.
Second.
Motion, second, corrections, deletions, additions? Hearing none. All those in favor of approval, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The minutes have been approved. There is no one here this evening for the appearances section. That's not on the agenda. There is no unfinished business this evening. Under item 6, new business. 6A is consideration of Resolution 15-2-2005, providing for the sale of $4,100,000 of general obligation promissory notes. Is there a motion for approval?
Move approval.
Second.
Motion and second. Mark?
Yeah, sorry, I guess I forgot to put a fiscal note in here, but basically this is what we approved during the this is basically approved the 2015 capital budget, the amount we needed to borrow. This is just the intent for Jeff Belangi to go out and start working with bondholders. He'll go out, work with them, and come back at the next meeting, and he'll give us what our rates are. We're not required to take that when he comes back, but that just starts negotiation.
Are you in these calls during this period?
I get in with the S&P's review of us, and I don't get into the actual calling the bondholders, but I do the S&P review, which is this, I think, tomorrow or Wednesday, I believe. They basically have it's half an hour long conference call or so, no longer than that, and they'll go over our records and rate us.
Have you heard any hint on how rates have been? I assume they're once
Jeff
again.
sent us something about a month ago. Rates are, like you said, they're always low. They're definitely where they were the last year. I mean, the last 2 years they've been low. They haven't gone up yet. So this is usually, he says the buying market is usually the beginning of the year, before any holidays and this time of year. So
So when will they lock and load?
well, basically they'll come back. If we approve this tonight, he'll go out and start. Once we get our rating too, he'll start working with the buyers, and then we'll have at the next meeting. He'll have repayment schedule for us with the blocks, and we can approve it that night if he agree with what he comes back with. So that'll be at the next meeting.
Okay. Further discussion? Hearing none, would the clerk please call the roll?
Alder Bussey.
Aye.
Alder Wood.
Aye.
Motion passes. Item 6B, consideration of Resolution 15-2-2006, approving a proposal from Strand Associates for the construction observation and administrative services for the water facility improvement project. Is there a motion for approval?
Move approval.
Motion and second. Mr. Stefani?
Thank you, Mayor. In your packet, you have a proposal that we received from Strand Associates for $29,800 to perform administration and observation for the construction work related to the water facility improvement project. Public Works Committee will be reviewing this proposal this Wednesday as well. It'll be coming back for the second read. Is it 16th?
2 weeks from
2 weeks from tonight. There's a list of 26 items. I don't know if you recall through the capital budget process, I presented this topic. We have quite an extensive list that we have to upgrade for the DNR, and there's a few items on there that, because of timing, were added to the list. So Strand is currently under contract to perform the engineering on the reservoir and the engineering on the pump house modifications. So this is for administration and observation. Everything that we have right now falls within our budgeted limits. We're anticipating going out to bid here probably within 3 weeks or so.
So the approximately $30,000 was what was in your estimate for that piece of the total budget?
Right. Between the engineering that we already have under contract and the administration observation, we're about $2,000 off. So we have about a little over $2,000 cushion in the overall project budget.
And just refresh, Dan, my memory, please. I know Strand is one of the 3 certified vendors. how you pick Strand for water versus Veerbecker versus,
The reason why I'm bringing forward the proposal from Strand is because they already had the engineering on the project.
oh,
So
okay,
it,
makes
I guess,
sense.
yeah, for efficiencies.
Further questions?
Nope.
Hearing none, clerk, please call the roll. Oh, no, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Item 6C, consideration of resolution 15-2-2007, approving a proposal from Veerbecker Associates for construction bidding, observation, and administration services for the Schluter Park Stormwater Improvement Project. Is there a motion for approval?
Second.
Motion and second. Mr. Stefani.
Thank you, Mayor. Also included in your packet for tonight is the bidding, administration, and observation services for the Schluter Park Stormwater Improvement Project. The portion that pertains to Public Works is $44,600, and there's $2,800 that is for the Parks budget, and according to the Parks Director, was accounted for in their budgeting this year. So the total that I'm asking Finance and City Council to approve is $47,400. Public Works Committee will be reviewing this proposal this coming Wednesday as well. We did receive a proposal from Strand Associates, and their total was $49,500 in comparison to the $44,600 that Veerbecker provided. That project consists of channel dredging, shoreline restoration, water main modification, and installing 2 stormwater sediment removal chambers. We're actually going to be under budget with this project because of the Urban Water Quality Grant Award that we're getting from Dane County. So, but even if we weren't receiving that award, we're still within our budgeted parameters that City Council approved.
We did, let's step up, we did budget that in the 2015 budgets. We did budget the grant amount and the non-grant amount, so
And did they match? The
they do match.
amounts
We
match?
kind of knew the amounts at that
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
So they do, everything matches to what it's supposed to be.
How many of the top 4 worst outlets do we have left? Or does this take us out?
We have another project going on this year, our stormwater improvement project. We are putting 2 boxes in the Winnequa stormwater falls at basically just north of the Sumac Lagoon. There's 2 there. We're putting 1 in at Graham Park, and we're putting 1 in at Bartles.
But are any of those on
Those are
the-
all on the top.
for the county list?
Yes.
So all right, let me know when I need to chat with Jeremy and the gang.
We're chipping away at the list. I think after this year, I think we might have 1 or 2 more on the list, but not many.
And we did budget those too with grants, because we believe we got grants for those too.
Well, we got a DNR grant for the stormwater improvement project. We're going to resubmit for the Dane County grant this year again as well. We feel we might have a good chance of getting another grant for Dane County for that project. So,
Questions?
Nope.
I know you don't like this question all the time, but I still just struggle with the dredging charge when you consider the length of that relative to Belle Isle dredging. What was the whole Belle Isle, all of Belle Isle's total?
somewhere around 10,000 cubic yards, give or take a couple hundred, if I recall correctly.
But the total financial on that project was 8 something?
600.
680.
Yeah.
680, all right, and that has to be at least 5 to 6 times the amount of this one. This, I can't get my arms around why this one's so expensive when it's so small.
Keep in mind, this one, we have the 2 chambers that we're installing, which is somewhere around 150 grand range, 160.
Okay,
Um,
which we didn't have that on,
No, we didn't.
right, okay.
We got the shoreline restoration. We're basically rebuilding our parkside shoreline, and it's quite a bit of money.
But, I'm sorry, but those numbers you're saying, those 2 storm out, that's in the 540 number?
Yes,
Okay,
the boxes are.
the boxes are in there.
Okay, Mary, I guess for example here, the mechanical dredging, we have an estimate of $151,000 for the dredging portion.
All right, you answered my question now.
Shoreline
Okay.
restoration, around $34,000. And everything else, Public Works related, $311,000.
You answered my question.
Okay.
That seems to be much more commensurate to
Okay.
apples to apples comparison. Okay, thank you, thank you. What did you say it was,
150?
$151,000.
151? All right, that seems like a reasonable
Yeah.
amount. If there's not any further discussion, could the clerk please call the roll?
Alder Bussey?
Aye.
Alder Wood?
Aye.
While we wait for Bill, we'll jump ahead to, if that's okay with you, David? Yeah, okay. That's right, you're going to be here for the next meeting too. So, 6F. Nope, nope, we're all ready, we're down to 7. Okay, this is good, so we'll get caught up. Item number 7 is acceptance of general fund accounts payable checks dated January 16th through the 29th of 2015. We did not approve.
Right, that was a oversight on our behalf, so those
Will come back at a later date?
will be on the next meeting agenda.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So 6th through the 29th, Mr. Odeker.
So, as you can see, it's pretty small. Just a couple things I'm just going to hit on. Page 3, Johnson Tree. Just so you're aware of, they just went through and did the Christmas tree pickup just recently.
Question on that, and if you don't care, I don't care, but they did some work for us that I was hoping you were going to pick up the tab on for all the Leopold, which wasn't the case, but it was work done in July that they invoiced at the end of December. Are they always that lax in their invoicing? And does that cash flow, I mean, it's not that, but
Doesn't bother us.
it doesn't bother you?
But it is a,
Didn't help my life at all.
no. It does happen with this vendor is like that. Sometimes it's 6-7 months.
It'd be nice to not need the money.
Yeah.
Underneath that, a couple of Lark uniforms, that's the police department, some uniforms and equipment upgrades or new officers. Madison Metro, underneath that, you hired Watership, Adaptive Management. That's basically kind of all I had. There's a lot of overpayments. Other than that,
Blood draws, are those for new employee physicals, or do we do random
Mary?
drug search?
No, those are police.
police draws for
Oh,
poll
oh.
workers. That's all I have.
No questions? Alder Wood?
Nope.
Questions? Hearing none, there's a motion for approval. Is there a second?
Second?
Motion second. Further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The general fund accounts payable checks have been approved. What time's Bill coming in?
We can go ahead and get started.
Okay.
Bill just wanted to be there once this group started deliberation.
Okay. All right, then, returning back to item 6D under new business is convening in closed session under Wisconsin statute section 19.85, paren L, 1?
One.
Yeah,
Yeah, one.
Sorry. Paren 1, paren E, deliberating or negotiating the purchasing of public properties, the investing of public funds, or conducting other specified public business whenever competitive or bargaining reasons require a closed session. This evening's closed session is regarding the amending of a lease with KJWW at 802 West Broadway. Is there a motion to convene in closed session?
So moved.
Second.
Is motion second? Would the clerk please call the roll?
Alder Wood?
Aye.
Alder Bussey?
Aye.